Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on some interesting updates. We start with this report claiming that key Barcelona figures hold a meeting to discuss transfer plans. We are going to discuss on that as we progress. Showing heart for a fight. Ferran Torres worthy of another shot at Barcelona. We are going to be discussing on Ferran Torres as he's still refusing to leave the club amid exit rumors. We are also going to be looking more on that. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. As we approach the business end of this transfer window, a report from Gerard Romero has claimed that a meeting between Barcelona manager Xavi Hernandez, assistant manager Oscar Hernandez, and sporting directors Matteo Alemany and Deco took place the other day, that is yesterday. The Barca quartet will likely have discussed in detail the club's transfer movements at a time when certain positions are yet to be filled. The agenda of the meeting at the Ciutat Deportiva Joan Gamper is likely to have been the pending operations that Barca are keen on closing, both incomings and outgoings, before the transfer window comes to a shut. Alemany reminded last night that the Dembele story is already over, as he's already in Paris ahead of his move to PSG. He said, "We are in the process of resolving the transfer. Dembele is no longer in the first team dynamic. Otherwise, he would have been at the Joan Gamper. Dembele is in Paris. When the agreement is signed, we will communicate the figures of the operation, and with that, we close another folder," he said. Frank here is another man who is on the verge of departing, while Barca are still exploring avenues for players like Sergio Des and Clement Lenglet. At the same time, however, player registration is of utmost importance, and the meeting of the quartet will possibly have that discussion as well. The necessary exits have been made. On the other hand, we are in a process of resolving the issue of registration, he said. We are pending two payments that have not been made. I am always optimistic. Now we only think about registering everyone, Alemany told Mundo Deportivo. So currently, who is on the radar? It goes without saying that Barcelona are one of the busiest clubs in the ongoing transfer market. So far, they have made several signings in like Ilkay Gundogan, Oriol Romeo, and Inigo Martinez, while Vitor Roque's transfer has been sealed. But the management wants more numbers to be added to the roster. At the moment, a midfielder and a right back are said to be Barcelona's priority. For the right back slot, Manchester City fullback João Cancelo have been topping the list, but a move now appears unlikely. The likes of Ivan Fresneda and Juan Foyt are seen as alternatives. As far as signing a midfielder is concerned, Bernardo Silva has been absolutely the priority, but the doors on that move appears to be shut now, with Giovanni Lo Celso the chosen backup. Of course, Barcelona having a very tight and very hectic summer transfer window, I must say, is bringing a lot of headache because honestly, we can't say we have strengthened the squad enough to warrant a competitive team. It's true that yes, we have a good team. We have a good team, definitely. But do you think this team are worth it to go as far as winning the Champions League? For that, I very much doubt. That is why Xavi is trying his best to ensure that this team is as competitive as as anything, that they can meet with any team next season fearless, and of course we can't be bullied by any other European elite. That should be the case. That should be the case. So I think whatever meeting is being held for transfer plans, it is of utmost importance that they keep discussing on how the season or how the summer window is going to end, because so far I can't tell you that I'm satisfied with the way we have done our transfers. I'm not, because the players that have joined the club are all in their 30s. The three players that are currently in the club are all in their 30s. Ole Romeo, Inigo Martinez, Ilkay Gundogan. It's only Vitor Roque who was signed, who is still young, and that's a player that we mostly want. Vitor Roque is still in Brazil. He hasn't joined Barca so far, but maybe next year, January. So, of course, we are looking to build a competitive team. Xavi have been saying that uncountable number of times, which is not an easy task. It's not an easy task, you know. Talking about priorities, we've been talking about the right back position, we've been talking about another interior midfielder. Xavi has been trying to build his football this time around based on midfield. That is why Xavi is pushing for a lot of midfielders to be sold. And of course, let's see how it goes. Bernardo Silva, who was the most talked about links to the midfield department, looks as an impossible task now. And talking about the right back, his fellow teammate João Cancelo, who was a top choice, also looks like unreachable. In terms of the finances, Barca can cope. We can cope. We can't go bankrupt because we want to sign two City players. I don't think it works that way. So it's just to it's just to see how it goes. But of course, as I've said, I've mentioned some backup names because definitely going for this, you must have your backup players in case your first choice doesn't go through. Who is the one you want to back up for? Then on to the final story of discussion. Barcelona have not hidden their desire to dispose of Ferran Torres this summer. Despite offering tremendous usage in all three positions on the front line, the club's overcrowding up front and financial frailties make his departure an acceptable scenario. But to say he is lost cause with no potential upside would not be accurate. Why he has not lived up to the expectations? A great player is beneath the surface. Like a tempestuous sea, Ferran's brilliance is sometimes obscured by storm clouds of inconsistency. The waves of skill can be unpredictable, sometimes crashing with overwhelming force, and other times receding into calm waters. Yet, amidst the fluctuations lies hope that the agile right winger at Valencia, the goal scoring phenom of Spain, and Man City, and the master of space exploitation in his first season at Barca, will eventually come good. Torres' continuation next season is far from the worst scenario in the world, and his from so far this preseason has shown just that. Due to Usman Dembele and Rafinha forming a duopoly on the right side season, Ferran was unable to frequently feature in his most preferred position. In light of Dembele's imminent move to PSG, however, the 23-year-old possesses the potential to play second fiddle more regularly. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of these episodes. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye for now.